So today's episode is going to be about a little different, but today it's going to be about depression, suicide, awareness, and mental health issues. I'm glad to have a special fucking guest, one of my close friends, battle buddies, and a soldier I fucking grew up and learned from through the military. His name is Jeffrey Pushman. Today we will also have a suicide prevention hotline lit up on top, and we are just going to get into some raw material talking about depression and mental health issues.
You ready to go with your boy?
Fuck yeah.
Let's bring this handsome fella on. Give him the formal intro.
Here's Jeffrey Pushman, served in the military with me. One of the best guys I ever met. The best guys ever teach me how to fucking do my job in the infantry.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff. I served in the military for 7 years, and I enjoyed every moment of it. Right now, I'm a machine operator for the local 137 union here in New York, and I'm here on Shawn's podcast because he asked me to come on and talk about some stuff.
Let's get into it. So you said you're a machine operator. So what does that entail of?
So anything like basics like bulldozers and backhoes, excavators, things like that. Big heavy machinery. That's just a very narrow view of what I do. I do a lot more than that, but that's basically what I do. I dig holes and I backfill them very much with the machines. Yeah.
So how was transitioning from the military to civilian life after? Yes, it was the guard, but after everything's said and done, after deployment and stuff like that.
It was difficult because, as you know, there's the way we are.
Yes.
We do things and we people don't get us. So you go out to, let's say, the bar, and you want to be like, oh, I'm doing this or I'm doing that, and or I want to say this, but you're like, no, they're not going to accept me if I say that, or they're going to look at me a little different, So it's, even though it's 2020, they're still not going to accept what we think.
So so I understand it 100%. It was tough, just being me as a person, and that's what I think really affected me, is because I was always trying to fit a mold in the military and out the military. Right. So I would go around and I took fucking pride in that shit. You know what I mean? Right. Swish and fucking Senior, all them installed that shit in us. But it fucked me up because it was fuck, what do I do now? Right. I remember I woke up, ate breakfast, did PT, fucking, you know what I mean? Or even during the fucking months when we weren't mobilizing, it was all at the weekend, fucking get ready, fucking do this shit with the boys, and run around, get dirty and fucking shit. But there, I never, when I got out, it was all the military. Let's be honest, it teaches you how to fucking party, you know what I mean?
They teach you how to party, but they also kind of brainwash you too. At
yes,
the same time.
Yes.
You're kind of you're this mentality of I'm a high testosterone. I can do whatever I want, and I can say whatever I want. But then when you go and do that, people look at you like
you're fucking shit.
Oh yeah.
And this is another thing I think is a huge thing. Is I think it was General Mattis said a quote that was the veteran community is not broken. We're just bent. We're never broken, and I truly believe that. You know what I mean? I don't think, yes, we have, the statistic is published by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs since 2016, analyzed 55 million veterans and recorded since 1979. That current day indicates that 22 veterans commit suicide every fucking day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that statistic is fucking raw, but I think it's because we're always when we're in it, we're always stressed out. It's always a push to be fucking the tip of the spear, definitely with infantry and grunts. It's always, you have to fucking adapt and overcome in situations, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that statistic is really hard for me because, even the dog tag I'm wearing now is not mine. Somebody very close to me passed away in March. Unfortunately, he took his life. And yet again, back here in August, someone I know took their life. And it hits hard because I feel for them, and I deal with depression myself, and it's not easy. And a lot of people just don't understand. Like, especially for me, before I even dealt with it, and I realized I had it. I was always like happy-go-lucky, and like, well, how could you be depressed? Like,
Yeah.
so much. But then once it starts taking over, people don't understand what your triggers could be, or what your um, you know
Or to even just leave you alone. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like you sometimes
they just don't know how to deal with you, and that gives you a big alone feeling,
yes.
and it sucks.
Like and that's the thing is like with me, like I could be surrounded by fucking 1,000 friends or whatever, fair weather, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and like I wouldn't be alone. But in that whole time, like in my
You
mind,
still feel
I was in
alone.
a fucking lonely island by
Yeah.
myself because like no one got what the fuck I was feeling. Like it's just still recent. Like I know, like between you, like you've checked up on me every fucking post I make, and that's fucking
Mhm.
awesome. Like I know Mission 22 is pushing that fucking push up thing. It's like fuck that
Right.
shit. Honestly, fuck that shit. Call your battle buddy. Call your fucking friend, even the one that's smiling.
Yeah.
I believe you have to purely call that. Like
Yeah. No, I mean that's
check on them. Like fuck. Like I get it. The push ups bringing awareness, blah, but like, and I all preach for that. But like call your fucking battle buddy or call your friends fucking 22 times
yeah.
a
No, I
day,
mean
man. Like prevent that shit.
if you deployed with people, or even if you didn't deploy and you're in their unit and they were close to you, just check up on them, because honestly, like if you're not checking up on them, then you don't know what's going on. And sometimes, like for me, they weren't checking up on me, but they were reaching out, and I didn't realize it because I was too busy with what I was doing, and
But
that hurts me the most.
that
And I was
you're pushing, kind of pushing them away.
not pushing them away, but I was just like, oh, I'll answer them, tomorrow
Yeah.
or something. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and life does take over. But at the same time, if someone just comes out of the blue and is reaching out, it might be for a reason. So you might just want to be like, oh, let me answer that person.
Yeah, and like you have to like it doesn't matter. Like I hate when people say like, look, Robin Williams was fucking smiling his ass off,
Yeah.
telling fucking jokes, and he was just one of the saddest people in the fucking world.
Well, I mean,
You know what I mean?
someone close to me once said, I fake my smile for everybody, and that holds dear to me too, because I
That's,
fake my smile for everybody too.
yeah, that's
Even
deep,
though
bro.
I'm smiling, it's fake.
Yeah.
So it's
Shit, dude, like
you
that's
gotta do what you gotta do, but at the same time, if people don't understand you, they're not going to get you.
yeah, at all, and that's the thing I feel like when it comes to depression, any mental health issues, and definitely nowadays, like when it's something being brought up, definitely with veterans, I feel like people don't understand that veterans would rather hurt themselves over fucking go do a fucking shooting and all that stuff. Yeah, you have some fucking shitbags fucking
Right,
doing
right.
that, but like veterans aren't the ones to worry about. Like they're gonna fucking harm themselves over, and definitely with the VA not helping at all. Like I've heard horror stories of fucking dudes not getting the help they need for cancer and stuff like that, and like killing themselves at the VA just to prove
Yeah.
a fucking point. And I think as sad as it is that the fucking 22 a day is a statistic, I believe that we need to do better for our fucking vets, dude. We need to do better for just each other at all. Because the only people right now that I see, if anything, that's gonna look out for each other are each other's vet, like other vets, dude.
Exactly. Like you just harped on the VA. The VA is doing a horrible job. I myself had I had a brain tumor, and to get the VA to do anything was like pulling teeth.
Yeah,
And sometimes I go down to a group and I talk to a bunch of guys on Tuesdays, and that helps and everything like that. But like the VA should be doing so much more. Like there's so much money being pushed into the VA. Like why aren't they doing more? And then if somebody needs something, they should be doing it. Like my buddy has his sea legs, but they just canceled him for his
benefits,
benefits and stuff. Like it's like
See,
because they're like, oh, it costs, like, I think they said like $1.5 million. Who cares what it costs? It's a life. That's a person. Like,
yeah, dude.
and
Like,
that's what he went and did what he did, and he lost his legs. Like I don't care. Raise my taxes more. Like
yeah,
seriously,
exactly.
I don't care what it
Dude.
takes. Like come on.
You know what I mean? Like, and I also feel like, dude, like, look at like what our fucking, I won't say, I'll say fucking government is doing to our fucking veterans, dude. Like, there's more homeless. We show homeless. Like I was living in Athens, Tennessee, and at one point I went through moving out of a house, and then some shitty situations happened, so I was homeless. So if it wasn't for my VA officer, she's in Parglow, she's a shit. She's like another mother to me. She got me with the VFW down, and then they put me in a fucking house, which was like one of my darkest fucking times. They put me actually in the Scottish Inn, and then they got me a house, which I now own.
Right.
And so like I took the steps to. Then I was in a really dark place, and I was like, yo, fuck, dude. Like I'm fucking working my ass off. I'm doing all this shit, showing the streets, and I'm like fucking like. I rolled the dice to fucking move down here and change my life because up here in upstate, I was fucking doing cocaine. I was fucking drinking every fucking night, being a fucking piece of shit, fucking not giving a fuck about work, living off fucking pennies and shit, fucking trying to get cigarettes and stuff. Like so, like
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm gonna roll dice. A great friend of mine, Carl Delfino's mom, was like, yo, I'll take you in. Mary Felly, she's a goddess. I moved down there and fucking rolled the dice, and I fucking started doing good. I started plasma cutting, I started welding, started doing good for myself. Moved out of the house, which probably was the worst idea for me. But at that time, it was like, yeah, it's time for me to fucking spread my wings. Like, I stopped being a burden because
Right.
everything with me was like with my depression and stuff was like, I always thought it was a burden. I always thought I was fucking trying to fit a mold, or I was gonna bother someone, or you know, have an anxiety attack, panic attack, and people wouldn't fucking understand it. And I felt like a piece of shit like every time that shit happened. Like, and I bottled things up all the fucking time. So like on this past July 4th, like this person doesn't even know how much she fucking helped me. She came to fucking visit. Like, this is one of my greatest fucking friends. I love this girl dearly, and we hung out all the time. We worked together. We're fucking tight still to this day. And so I fucking like shot out to her. I was like in this fucking fucked up mindset. Even though I had my roommates and shit, like on 4th of July, I was like, fuck, dude, like, fuck this shit. It's over. She's like, yo, come pick me up. Let's hang out. Like, blah, blah. And she'll never know unless she watches this fucking shit that like that fucking like changed my life. And people don't understand like, geez, just a smile or a fucking hello can fucking change someone's day, dude.
The simplest
The
things.
simplest shit can change someone's
things.
day. And like she hung out with me fucking all night. You know, like this is a girl that never really fucking drinks. You know, she's a mother to 2 fucking beautiful girls, and she has her own fucking shit. And like she came out and hung out with me, and like that day I was like, yo, fuck it, dude. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm in Tennessee. Like no one's gonna know like that I fucking take my life and shit. Like it wouldn't matter to anyone anyway. But her coming over and hanging out, spending 4th of July with me was like fucking like saved me, dude. Like it was just that fucking someone giving a fuck for once, dude. Like in my mind, you know. And even though there's many people that gave a fuck,
I know.
but like
I know what you're
you just look past that shit. You know
sometimes you just need a reassurance, and you can't tell people when, because if you tell somebody when you need that reassurance, it doesn't register. So for me, like when I need that reassurance, like I can't say nothing, and I have a hard time even displaying that I'm like depressed or sad or something like that. And you know, it's not easy. It's not easy trying to like, hey, I need a little bit of a save or a little bit of a pick me up, but you can't be like, oh, I need to like tell you, like if I say, hey, Shawn, I really need you to come up here because I'm feeling down. It's just not the same. But if somebody just does it, it's so much better.
It's totally different. Like, and it's just like I remember getting told. I think it was at a fucking like high school assembly, Rachel's challenge or someone to talk about this dude that fucking like wrote his suicide note, and it was like if one fucking person on the way to like the Golden Gate Bridge or some fucking bridge waves to me or smiles at me, I won't kill myself. Not one fucking person smiled to him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and like look at that, like, or wave to him. Like, it's just.
I think society is just.
They're just so wrapped inside themselves.
Yes, they're like, literally just like cattle. Really, is the best way I can describe them. They're just focused on what they got to do, and that's it. You see people put up signs, not even just for that, just like honk for happiness or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And people just don't do it. It's just whatever. And then it also stems to where you live. Like here in New York, if someone doesn't give you the finger once a day when you're driving, it's like, what the hell,
the fuck,
but you go out west or something, everybody's waving, and you're like, why are you waving at me? But they're just friendly, it's all and your territory.
And that's the thing is, like, in Tennessee, like, honestly, I was open. They opened their arms to me. They fucking loved me. I don't know if it's because I was a vet or whatever. These people fucking adored me. Shout out to the Cotton Poor Boys and fucking the VFW in Athens, Tennessee. They were amazing people, and like, if it wasn't for the people I surrounded myself with down there, like, I would have lost out of my life. Like, there was multiple times I met Tyler Larson up here. I was gonna fucking commit suicide right after the deployment, because like, dude, I was trying so fucking hard. That fucking unit, fuck that unit, like made it such a fucked up thing mentally that like it fucked with me because I was always trying to be something I didn't have to fucking be for these smucks, dude.
Right.
Like I didn't have to be anything. I didn't have to prove anything for anyone. And then when it didn't happen, like it just broke my heart. Like it was like when all right. So Matthew Swisher walks me to the fucking rear deck unit that I was going to, and when he looked at me, it's fucking Swish, dude. Like that's a dude. It's like a father to me.
Right.
Looked at me and like fucking gave me a little pep talk and was like, "They're just fucking retarded, kid." That meant the world to me. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I finally was like, "Yo, this like the one person I want to prove my fucking worth to like sees that shit, bro. Like, fuck them, dude. Like and having like Matthew Swisher like in my corner, I actually have his name to Swish tattooed to me because of that. Because like I went through like a fucking time with my family and shit. And I still do, obviously. That like I was always to them. I was always a fucking alcoholic or a fucking drug addict or what have you, partier. Yeah. And they never got me. And it's still like I have fucking text messages from this past weekend of my mother trying to blame most of my shit on the military. And it's just like, dude, like when I'm in the military, like I was fucking happy. I was with you guys, dude. I was with third fucking platoon. Like there was nothing but laughs when we were all, the original third platoon was together. And it was like, dude, I realized, I came to this realization that like, I have to start choosing me. You know what I mean? Like I have to start fucking focusing on me. And if you're not choosing you, like I can't fucking choose you anymore, man. Like I could love you from afar. I could be fucking involved. And like definitely after I lost my best friend, Jordan Tiberio, that kid means the world to me. And every day I fucking try to be a better myself, to prove myself like that, like that I'm doing this for him. I'm making him fucking happy. I'm following my goals and smashing them. But like when I lost him, like even close friends that were close friends with Jordan and me, there was only fucking 3 or 4 that fucking hit me up, checked on me. I knew the kid since I was 5 years old. I was the closest one to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Besides our buddy TJ, and like having that only 3 or 4 friends like fucking check on me, like knowing like dude, like they were best friends since 5 years old. No one fucking gave a fuck, but they gave a fuck at that moment.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
that registers with me because so I got divorced last year, and the main reason why I wanted to separate was because I wasn't myself. I felt like I had to be somebody else for that marriage, and it was eating away at me, eating away like so bad. Like I lost myself. Like I'm a person, like just a simple thing of music. I love music. I have over 6,000 songs in my phone right now, and it's literally from now country to anything, trap music, rap, anything. Like I listen to everything. That's such like if you can listen to Miley Cyrus on my phone, or you can listen to Slipknot. It varies. So I wasn't myself, and I realized I need to start doing for myself to start making myself happy. And like even though, like if you look at the way I'm dressed, like I wasn't even doing that. I was just like, yeah, whatever you buy me, that's just what I'm gonna wear. I wasn't doing anything for myself, and I needed to do it for myself. Otherwise, it was just going to continue to be a long downward spiral, and that it was causing me to. I was drinking really heavy, really bad, and I needed change. I had to have change, and I feel a lot better about myself. I still have a lot of things I have to go through and work out because, like you were talking about anxiety before, I've never had anxiety in my life. I started having anxiety attacks in April, and I had a bad episode in April, and since then I've been having these anxiety attacks, and it's just it's something new I have to work through now, and it's not easy.
And it sucks because like definitely when it's new to you, that like you don't understand. You're like definitely being fucking 2 infantrymen, like we're not meant to feel fucking weak at any point of our fucking career, dude. Like, and like when you feel weak, you're like, fuck, I'm a bitch. Like I'm this, I'm that. But like you're fucking human, bro. Like the infantry installs that shit in you. Like, no, pain is fucking weakness leaving the body, all that shit. Like fucking move on, adapt and overcome.
Drink water and shut up.
Yeah, drink water and shut the fuck up. Like, and now that like we're out of it and like we see that like, we're just fucking humans, bro. Like this is something we have to fucking all fucking work with. And like, look now, dude, there's people fucking mental health. No one's getting help, dude. There's the youth killing themselves on live feeds. People killing themselves on live feeds, and it's fucking sad. Like, but that's a realization. And I'm sorry to rip the fucking Band-Aid off. We need to do more than that. Like, we need to focus on the mental health because fucking If it's affecting our youth now, young kids are fucking getting bullied and fucking harming themselves.
Right.
That should be drawing the line. Not only the 22 fucking day veterans,
Right.
but that shit should be fucking drawn.
I mean, I understand your point. I also feel like, you know, social media kind of
feeds into it.
Like, you know, because if you look, you're looking at memes, and they're always talking a lot of memes that have to do with depression and sadness and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, they're reading that, so they're kind of, it's already in their mind, and they're already thinking that. So it's like, and then even myself, I go on social media and I want to like see happy things, and I'm like, why am I reading that? Why am I reading that? Why am I reading that? And then it gets in your mind, and then it download spiral from there. It's like, it's such a, like, we definitely need to do more. We need to stop worrying about like, a lot of things that we worry about.
Exactly.
Start doing some
because
more
like
stuff.
I believe if you knock on your neighbor's door, like you'll see the world's not that bad of a fucking place, dude. Like you know what I mean? Like we're just so focused on what is fed to us as people that it sucks. But like, you know what I mean? Like, because you'll never get anything fucking positive. It's all fucking negative bullshit, dude. It's all fucking whatever's force fed to us by the media or fucking any outlet. And in my mind, I'm like, dude, like, fuck, dude. Like, I can call Pushman. I can call fucking someone and be like, yo, what's good? How's life, dude? And like, maybe we'll talk about it and shit like that. But like, it's not brought up on a daily, dude. Like, it's not a thing that, like, yes, some of us hide it very well, but at the same time, like, I feel like it should be a thing. It should be a fucking huge issue. But like, we'd rather worry about this fucking conquer and divide bullshit. And I feel like there would be a lot of fucking more helps and opportunities if there was like, the first off, the VA has to fucking change for veterans, but just more social workers are gonna reach out and tell certain people that give a fuck about that shit, dude. Because like, look, dude, like, as a military soldier, like, you couldn't come out and be a fucking cop, right? Like, this is what I talked about fucking my last guest. Like, you have to go fucking do that training, even though you're training, man, you're training. Like, and now you have these homeless veterans that are fucking suicidal, fucking not getting the help they want. Right. So what do? They go to drugs, they go to alcohol. Mm-hmm. It's because what we know, like you know what I mean? Like, it's anything to numb the fucking pain.
It's a way to cope. Yeah. And exactly. And like you said, like jobs, like, you know, all these school shootings going on. Put a veteran in a school. He doesn't need to be in no full battle rattle ready to
exactly.
go. Just being there, you know, and just watching and observing.
I actually made a fucking post about that, and someone's like, "Oh, what? So he can fucking shoot up the school himself, PTSD?" And that's why I say, like, dude, veterans are more going to hurt themselves over the fucking shooting innocent people.
Right. Like, you know, I don't think people understand, dude, what it takes to take a life. Like, to take a life, there is either something wrong with you or you are in fear of your life. And people do not understand what it takes to do
what
that.
The divide is.
Yeah, they do not. They think you just go in and you just start shooting people. And it's like, oh yeah, and then you go to bed tonight. You know, like even on a veteran, I bet you 9 times out of 10, you ask any veteran that's ever shot somebody and killed somebody, they went back and they were like, "Ooh, look what I did," and then that night they thought about it all night. Guaranteed.
100% facts, dude.
Yeah.
And they fucking ate him alive, dude.
Ate him alive.
Because it's cool that we have these like fucking video games, all these kids playing shit, and they think that shit is fucking real. This is like no one fucking respawns in fucking warfare.
Yeah, no one respawns.
No one gets to come back and fucking be okay with themselves. And that's some shit you have to fucking live with for the rest of your fucking life, dude. Yeah. And like, of course, me and you know fucking multiple veterans have been fucking hell and back, bro. Yeah. And that there's still a couple that we follow too hell and back, dude. Right. Like, and I'm glad we have role models like Swish and shit. Cini, that's someone that should be fucking elected, like we were just talking before this, bro. Like, cause he's so smart on like things, and even though he died every time in fucking NTC, but like he's a fucking patriot. I died too. Like, I'm a real life casualty. You're a real life casualty. But like, so people don't understand. Like, see, like me and you can talk about this shit and be real about it, but like no one else is talking about it. You know what I mean? Like no one else is fucking being real about it. Like Benoit, great dude, served like fucking what? He lived in Afghanistan with fucking private contracting and shit, dude, and had the military still brought it back and shit on him. At least our fucking unit, but like, you know, that dude's fucking dealing with shit. Like I fucking try to party with him as much time as I want. Like, disclaimer, where we had a blast last Christmas, literally, but like, see, like I check on like, it's weird, like because I feel like I pick and choose who I should check on. You know what I mean? It sucks,
Yeah,
dude. Like it
I
sucks.
know what
Like
you're saying.
I see people like I see people like honestly like Fleming and Lyons. I feel like they're doing great in their fucking life, and I don't need to fucking check on
You
them.
don't need to check on them.
But
Yeah.
then like it's like OB, like who's doing great in his life, but
Right.
like that's my fucking dude. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I'm gonna check on him, Benoit, Cini, Swish. But I feel at the same time like I should be checking on these dudes. I should. I'm letting them down by not checking on them.
Yeah.
But that's just my
No,
mindset.
I
You
get
know
what you're
I mean?
saying, and I don't know what stops us from doing that. Like I have people that I say to myself, I should really give them a ring or something like that, and I don't know why I don't do it. But maybe it's like kind of like a high school thing. You have all these friends, and then one day you're out of touch, and it's just weird. And then you see them in the grocery store or whatever, and you're like, oh, I went to high school with that person. Ah, my face,
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So like it just bothers me sometimes. Like me and Lyon's fucking close and shit,
Right.
friends, and it's just like I see that he's killing it, doing his thing for veterans.
Yep, yeah, he
And
is.
I'm like, fucking raising a fucking amazing daughter to follow his lead. And like it's just like to me, it's just like, dude, like that used to be one of my best friends, and then like I know when deployment happened, we got separated, and like other friendships were made. You know what I mean? Definitely my situation. But like I still fucking give a fuck about that, dude. Like I still give a fuck about Fleming. Like those are my fucking boys. Last time I saw Fleming, it was at a bar like fucking 2013 in fucking Albany.
Same thing.
And it was like a walking past kind of thing. Like,
Right.
yo, what up, bro? Like, how you doing? Like, blah, blah. And I'm pretty sure I was with OB fucking causing havoc. But like in Benoit. But like even Prospect, dude, like I saw him, my boy Tyler, and everyone was going skydiving. I was too big of a bitch. For some reason. I don't fucking know. Because at some point in my life, I'm like, yo, I'm Puerto Rican, don't have the high verticals, and I should not be in the sky.
No,
you know what I mean?
God.
So like I bitch up, but Prospect was a dude packing the suits.
Yeah.
And like jumping, I was like, yo, when you're certified, I'll jump with you hooked on my back, bro. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna pull the fucking.
Isn't there a height requirement for him though?
Well,
Like,
no, but I think they put the shorter guys with the fatter
the
guys.
fatter
so
guys,
like,
yeah,
so
for
it would've worked
aerodynamics.
perfectly. You know, it would've worked perfect for me. So like, but like, dude, like, and like, I just like, I even though like, there's not a day that if one of those boys, Helen back, any of those boys called me and needed me to be there in a second, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'll dig a grave for any of us, dude. Any of the original 13 you need me, fucking I'll dig a grave.
Yep.
A hard body, I'll fucking take the L with you guys. Because like the Bible says, you know, I'm not religious, there's no greater love than a man that will lay his life down for his best friend. And honestly, that's us, dude. Like the original third platoon, like I'd fucking.
Yeah, that registers hard with me because I I have a best friend that I would literally do anything for. There's nothing I wouldn't do for that person. 100%. There's nothing I wouldn't do, and I've proved it times and time again.
And like and that's the thing is like down in Tennessee, like Athens at least. I'll speak on Athens. I put all my demons behind my angry fucking issues and shit, and like I was letting people in my house. That was like, oh, dude, you need a fucking place to stay. Kick it on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I built this thing because I was fucking homeless. I went through my shit. Do whatever. And then these motherfuckers would fucking bite the hand that fed them and do this shit. Like, and I would still let them back in because that's just who I am. I was like, fuck it, dude. Like if I was in that situation, I want fucking someone to be there for me. People are stealing fucking pistols off my fucking, you know what I mean? Like
it's crazy you say that.
Like
because,
I'm just a good fucking person.
No, it's crazy you say that because I think like it changed us because I'm still a dick. But, but I was a dick. Like I didn't care about nobody, nothing. You crossed me. That was it. You're done. You're done. Now I'm like this forgiveness thing, or now I like if something's bothering me and I'm seeing something, and I know I should do something, but I don't out of respect for someone. It's like you know what I'm saying, like a bad situation, and I could do something to end it, and it will never happen again because it should not be happening. But I'm like, no, I have to mellow out. I can't do that. Like, I have to respect the wishes of that person because that person's got to learn their way. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when that person falls, I'll be there.
Yeah, exactly. Dude.
Yes.
And then I think that's just a part of like. I took it as like a coping mechanism, like help out as many people as you fucking can. But at the same time as me helping out as many motherfuckers as I could, they're fucking me over, making me feel like a piece of shit. Like. Not making me personally feel like a piece of shit, but I was like, yo, fuck that up. I should have paid attention to detail. I should have fucking knew this piece of shit, read his body language, should have been like, you know what I mean? Like, I should have known. But mentally, I was like, yo, I'm in such a fucked up place. depressed and shit, like I could help this person out, maybe give him the fucking shining light,
Right.
to fucking do better for himself, and maybe he'll fucking survive this fucking bullshit.
You know, surrounding yourself around good people, and just, you know, and I say good people, that doesn't mean, you know, they can't be doing bad things, but good-hearted people that have good and pure intentions, and helping them when they need help or giving your opinion is, I think, very key to our success in all this.
And like that's the thing is like I have my house in Tennessee. I have a fucking person that I fucking adore 100%. Who I talked about 4th of July. There was like there was no reason for me to really fucking leave. You know what I mean? But like I have my properties down there. But I left the fucking, you know, like I needed a fucking change mentally, dude. You know what I mean? Like I was in such a fucked up mindset, like, oh, fuck it, dude. I don't do shit. I'm making this money. And I thought the money, dude, like I thought the money, because everyone fucking makes it to be a thing. Like money's going to fucking make you happy. Yo, fuck that shit. I was more depressed. That's why I have J. Cole's line tattooed on my leg. The struggle, the beauty in the struggle.
I worked so many hours. I made so much money, and it's not worth it. And like you just said, like I need a change. Like I'm very fortunate to have the job I have, and I make very, very good money for someone who didn't even graduate high school. I make very good money, like money I shouldn't even be thinking about, but it's not about money. But like you said, like I've been like thinking like, man, I need a change of pace too. Like I need to do something different. And we were talking before, like I was like, oh, maybe I should like try stand-up comedy or something. Like
and you should
a change of pace. And I'm funny looking, so people might laugh at first. At least, you know. So
facts, dude. But like that's the thing is like, all right, so like when I was going through these fucking times and having these fucking mental heartbreaks of not being enough for people, you know what I mean? Like in my head, I was like, oh, I'm never enough for these motherfuckers. And even the people that were reaching out to me and like trying to show me support, I was fucking like, fuck you, bro. Right. Like I know where this is gonna end. You're gonna leave me. You're gonna be fucking. Like you know what I mean? Like
so I have that negative attitude too. Like
I was so used to people being kicking the fucking curb.
Yeah, because I've always had that. Like I've always, with my family, everything growing up as a child, I've always been like the loner. So I get where you're coming from. Like I always feel like if I have something good happening and it's really good, I'm like, this is not going to last. And 9 times out of 10, it doesn't last. And it's just like, it sucks, but you hope it does.
But you
last.
hope it does.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing is, I think with mental health, it's see how we can compare as fucking veterans, and but besides bullshit, just talking. I feel like if everyone understood mental health as a whole, that bipolar, anything. That goes like you just can't fucking like the VA feeds you fucking drugs, bro. Like you can't sleep. Fucking fat ass bottle of Seroquel and fucking
here's some Xanax. Go home.
Go home, and then next thing you know you're fucking addicted to drugs. Just like with pain, dude. Like you're fucking addicted now. You're fucking shooting heroin now. You're fucking doing these drugs because Big Pharma needs the fucking paycheck, and the greatest paycheck is the veterans.
I mean, I have not been on medication for a very long time, but like. I mean, now I am, and like I hate it. It bothers me because I know for me personally, I have an addictive personality, but I'm told to take this medicine 3 times a day, and I'm like, every time I take it, I'm like, is today gonna be the day I'm gonna want it 4 or 5 times, or what's the deal? Like, I drink so much, and like literally, I just like got to a point where I can casually just go out and have 2 beers, and I'm good, or not drink at all. I smoke cigarettes. Like I know I have an addictive personality. Exactly. I know I do. So it's like I hate that about the VA. You go to the VA and like, here you go. It's just full free.
I sat in a VA and I was having fucking back spasms and shit down in Tennessee, and the motherfucking broad lined up painkiller list. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, which one are you not allergic to?
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm seeing Roxy 30s.
Yeah.
I'm like, which one can I make fucking money on and get fucking high off of? Like, I'm gonna pick that.
And when you first get out, if you don't even get them a mental evaluation, they're like, or a health assessment, they don't even ask you like what you're allergic to. They go off your military records. Me, I told the military I was allergic to penicillin because I didn't want that shot in my ass. so they still think I'm allergic to penicillin. So if I needed penicillin to live, I'm dead.
That's fact, dude. So it's crazy that like, listen, on my next eye appointment, because I can't fucking see shit at night driving. My next eye appointment is 2022.
2022, yeah.
In Tennessee. Like, we're at school, maybe, but like, it's
Right.
like I can't get anything fucking faster for
No,
classes
no.
because my stigmatism when I signed up the contract wasn't bad.
Right.
It's like, dude, I'm old now, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I can't see shit. I rock nods the whole fucking time. You know, I'm a fucking grunt, bro. Like, my eyes fucked up. Like, I can't see it. Like, my buddy fucking Zach fucking driven me at nighttime. He's like, yo, like, not drunk, nothing. He'd be like, yo, fucking bro, like, stay in between lines. If it fucking rains, I'm fucked, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but they don't give a fuck.
Somebody
dude.
was telling me, even our healthcare system is broken. Somebody was telling me, so I don't wear contacts or anything. I still have good vision for some reason. But somebody was telling me that it costs like $600 or $900 a month for our throwaway ones. Like, you use them once and then you throw them away for like a month's supply. But they buy the month's supply and they wear that one for a month and then they throw that one away because they can't afford it. It's like, what the hell? Why?
Dude, and that's the thing. Is like people fucking like I hate like I know this is gonna sound rough for a lot of my viewers and shit, but like I believe it's the same as like I believe addiction is fucking a mental health problem. I believe it's a disease. I believe that yes, Narcan is free, but anything that should save someone's life, meaning like fucking what is that shit for allergies? Insulin should be fucking free too, bro. Like it's fucking saving someone's life. There should not be any argument on that bullshit. It's saving someone's life. So what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say at the end of the day? Like, dude's fucking, you don't know, he could be a fucking vet, he could be fucking anybody, and he's fucking OD, and he could be like, oh, that costs too much, or have an allergic reaction. Oh, we can't use like fucking dude, like all that shit to save someone's life. It's someone's fucking life, dude. Yeah. Should be free. I believe like we should be pushing for more mental health stuff. We should be pushing for more addiction stuff. Definitely with veterans. I believe we come out with this adrenaline junkie fucking love for that fucking high. Yeah. That it's embedded into us. Mm-hmm. Definitely the infantry. Definitely the guys that have been in combat. Definitely the guys that have been fucking killing it. Mm-hmm. That like they don't have that high. No. Like if you've seen any document, talk to any fucking grunt like we've talked to, there's no greater high than that fucking bullet fucking flying by. Every veteran infantryman says that shit, dude.
They say what the average firefight these days is a minute and a half. For that minute and a half, you'll never gain that feeling again. Yeah. So,
dude, one of my fucking boys jumped out of a fucking plane the one I was at the time. And he was like, it wasn't even close to a firefight. No. Like, it was adrenaline. Like, he fucking got addicted to it, but he was like, yeah.
You're never going to catch that high ever again. It doesn't matter what you do. I could drive my little stupid Honda Civic down the road 130 miles an hour in traffic, and I don't get it. But I crave it. I look for it. I do things to try to find it, even though sometimes I'm not even, like, trying to get it.
The call the void.
It's just I'm looking for it for some reason.
It's the call the void.
And it's like a calming. To be
yes, and honestly, I think, like, because obviously I'm being very biased to my viewers. We're both fucking infantrymen, so like.
So thank you for your service, man.
Thank you.
So, I don't know. I know a lot of pogues that are fucked up.
I'm sorry.
But there's also pogues in the infantry too. Yeah. So like, with that being said, like I know as infantrymen, like. Every kid wanted to be a cowboy, bro. Right. You know what I mean? When growing up, that's what you're fucking born on. Like, and then you become an infantryman, and you're a fucking cowboy, bro. Yeah. Swinging dick in the dirt, fucking ready to fucking go, dude. Like, and I feel like now that we talked about it earlier, like the fucking shark attacks. Like, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Army. Like, is that trying to help with mental health? Is that?
I think
is it trying? Like now you have an ace card you can pull out and be like, oh, Joe Star's being too fucking mean to me.
This is probably the wrong word, but I feel like society is softened, or more vulnerable, because they're just.
With everything that's going on.
They see everything more, and information is there now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not like back when we were like kids, like. You ate rocks, you chewed on grass, and you called your friend for 5 minutes because your mom let you do it, right? Yeah. No, like kids can just go and gather information, and they, at a much younger age, they are figuring out how they want to be instead of being raised. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like so they didn't really, and then like the discipline thing too. like I don't think everybody should go around beating their kids. Hell no.
But
But you should be like, hey, probably don't do that. It's a bad idea.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we all grew up like saying, oh, I'll never do that to my kids. My dad did this to me, so I'm never gonna do that. But like at the same time, you kind of need to be like, hey, I kind of been in your shoes one time. I was a kid. I know you don't think so, but you kind of shouldn't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I believe that. First off, like I love my fucking niece and nephews, but like I sometimes see how like my parents, like when they're around, like treat them. I'm like, yo, you would have fucked me up. Like,
yeah, no,
like
I
see that shit. I'm like, yo, you would have fucked me up.
Even with
so then when I'm tough on my fucking favorite, like one of my favorite nieces, like because I have two of them, I love them. I'm fucking up that. I might have more than that, but like, I fucking get pissed. Like I'm fucking tight knit with her. Like she still loves the shit out of me. I'm like, yo, like you can be a fucking weirdo, but be a weirdo at a fucking point. Like don't be a fucking dick about it. Like
even my brothers and sisters, I see the way they act and what they do. Like I would never even think about bringing a girlfriend over my father's house. Or even my mom's house, right? Until I was like at least 20s, and even then it was like, it's kind of like a respect thing. But I don't want to get into what they're doing because they might be watching. But you know what I'm saying? Like like you said, or like my brother said something to somebody, and I'm like, I would have been backhand through that window if I would have said half of that. And sometimes when I'm like, if I say, I'm 32 years old now. If I say to like even my stepmom, I'm like, no. I'm like, I shouldn't have said that. Like,
exactly.
And it's just like a simple like no, like I don't know.
But like this is the thing I'll say. Like I have my differences with my family now because of the molds and fucking my complex that I always have fucked up my head. But like, all right, so outside my house, my parents' house, the death tolls of every soldier from Afghanistan, American soldiers from Afghanistan and Iraq. It was like a protest of me joining the military. Right. That's how at least I took it. They say it's different. It's just to bring awareness. No, they put it up when I joined the unit. Right. So and it's still up to today, and they still changed the numbers. And like when I came back, I was fucking angry. Fuck, dude. You know what I mean? Like just at the unit, not of anything. But like I came back, and one day I'm fucking shit faced, and I sit there. I'm like, what if I died? Like, would you change the number to a golden number? Like, right. They knew Swish. They knew like the fucking family from their platoon. Like, what would happen on that? Right. So you're protesting me joining, blah, blah, blah. But the one thing I always say, like my father, my last name, Majestic, they're fucking warriors. Like even though they never, well, half my family served, but they're Hernandez's. Right. Puerto Rican family, big fucking, big family. You know what Hispanics do. Yeah. But my dad, dude, like he was tough on me when I was a kid. Never really gave me the attention that I needed. As like never was at baseball games. Never was there. So that mentally fucked me up. But like, as I grew up, dude, like I was like, yo, this dude is always in my fucking corner secretly because he can't fucking tell his wife to be like, that's my dude. My mommy's always right. You know what I mean? Like so, like even now that I had this episode, and I'll admit, like it fucking killed me to be a part of that episode because then I realized, like, dude, like my growth has been so insane, dude. Like, I went from being depressed and wanting to kill myself and fucking the call of the void, which is a constant thing for me still this day. But like now, it's like I know what fucked me up. Like I know what the difference is of, and I know the situations of what I should avoid. And honestly, I don't give a fuck. I'll say this to any of my greatest friends. Like if there's any negativity, I don't give a fuck if we're at dinner, we're out to eat with fucking famous people. I will get. If there's negativity, I have to take myself away from that. Right. Like I can't because once I start fucking beating myself up again,
and it's good.
Then I'm fucking back in the fucking hole.
It's good you know your triggers because I'm still learning my triggers. Like I'm developing new ones as I go because I don't think I've gotten better. So I like for me, I was talking to a therapist last year, which therapists need to do a better job. They fucking suck. Like,
so if you're a therapist, take fucking notes. You do a better job.
Seriously, like I can tell when they're judging, because
Yes.
they'll stop and pause and they'll be like, no, don't judge me. You're supposed to not be judging me. So then I automatically lose trust. But anyways,
Are,
talking to the
are these
therapist.
VA
No, this wasn't
therapists?
at the. This was a private one. So and then I was talking. So she was harping on my family and my family issues and how I feel about my family, and maybe some of it's not necessarily true, but in my mind, this is what I see and this is what I feel, and like you were talking about your dad, now he's being there at baseball games. My father was at all my sporting events pretty much, but my father was a hard worker and he instilled that in me, but I hated him for it because I didn't understand until I was much older in life, probably till the military, about why why he was instilling work ethic into me.
And that
You know
that's
what
the
I'm saying?
same. That's the same with my father. Like he was never there. It wasn't because he just was like fuck you, man, you're fucking basically.
Yeah.
It was because he was working 3 jobs, trying to make ends meet, trying to put the roof over my head. And like most of the fucking sporting things, like I can't just knock my mother, but like she installed a lot of things in me. But
Right.
like she claims I'm her favorite or whatever. But like in my mind, like I was trying to fit this mold. It was always like, oh, but she had this fucking outlook on me that was a piece of shit. Like,
Right.
but like, and I was always trying to prove them wrong, and then I realized like, I don't have to fucking prove shit to nobody. I'm
Right.
fucking Shawn-jose. I'm my own goddamn person. I lead my own fucking moves, dude. I know who's in my fucking corner. I know who's gonna get my table. And like fucking J. Cole says, I fucking love mine, dude. Love
Right.
yours, dude. Like, there's literally like no other person around me sitting here talking to you right now about this
Right.
shit, dude. Like besides you, Josh. And like I realize that now. Like I have my fucking family,
Yes.
and that's that fucking quote. Blood runs thicker than water. They don't fucking finish it off. You know what I mean? Like because my blood is fucking with you. My brother is my fucking Swiss. My brothers and my fucking friends are sitting in my fucking corner. I don't need to be family with you. And I can love you from afar.
Family does not mean blood.
Yes,
And I
exactly.
know that, like, Earl, if you're watching, you are my family. Like, I met this kid overseas, and he used to get me, like, Carvel and shit like that. He'd go get me Carvel or go do this for me, because he was an infantry guy, so I'd be like, go do this, go do that. But I also took care of him. Nobody fucked with him because I took care of him. But now, like,
You held weight, dude. Like, I'm telling you, you held fucking weight, bro. Like, definitely not.
I lost weight?
No, you held weight.
Oh, held weight. Yeah. No. I did lose some weight, though.
but you you're one of the best with us, dude. Like,
I try to get along with everybody. Like you said, I try to get along with everybody, but like you cross me and then it's done.
Yeah, exactly.
But getting back to Earl, like I was just out to Earl. I was having a tough time in March. I went out. I spent a week out there, and he was like, it was totally unexpected. I literally just got on a plane during COVID. I was the only one on the plane. It was pretty cool. And so I get out there and I call him. I'm like, yo, I'm here. He's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm in Kansas City, dude. He's like, oh, that's 3 hours away. I was like, I'll sit here in the cold. I got nothing better to do. So it was like 30 degrees too. And he came out and got me. He's like, I don't know what to do, dude. I got to work. It was like a Monday. He's like, I got to work. I was like, well, I see you're redoing your house. Like, what are you doing? He's like, well, Hannah wants to get the floor done. I redid that whole damn floor.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was like, fuck that shit. And it kept me
see.
busy. I was like, another thing, I was like, yo, let's go fishing. He's like, I thought you hate fishing. I do, but I kind of want to go fishing. So I get in the back of the pickup truck. We're driving down this dirt road. I mean, in the bed of the pickup truck. And him and his wife are in the front, laughing, making videos at me because I was drinking. And we get there, and I cast like 3 times. Like, fuck fishing. I hate fishing. How do you not catch a fish? Oh God, I can't.
But that's the thing. Is like you showed
But I had
that
a good
like,
time.
you fucking no matter what, like you love the fucking shit out of it.
And but he accepted me just to come. Like he just like, just come.
Yeah,
just come.
yeah.
We have a spare bed. Just come, be here. And it's great.
And
to
that's
have
what I was
that.
talking to you before. Like you ran out to see Swish and shit, and and then Swish is fucking literally sending me messages trying to convince me.
Yeah.
Move to Wyoming or Rapid something.
Rapid City.
Yeah, Rapid City.
Yep.
Like, come on out here, bro.
He just messaged me the other day. He was like, listen, I got a spare room. Come stay here a week. Come hunting.
Dude.
Come do this. Come do that. I'm like, I might take you up on that, but like
that's the thing is like I feel like that's the difference of true leadership, man. Like we were blessed to have fucking the guys we served with, even though they split us up and fucked us over. Like even Markham, even fucking Locust, even fucking
Hoogler. Locust just hit me up the other day. No shitting you, like 2-3 days ago. He was like, Push, how you doing? I was like, oh, you know what, man? What the fuck? That was nice. Like that was good. I like that, and it was really nice to hear from him.
You know,
So shout out to you.
yeah. Well, those boys, dude, like they were the legends, dude. And I remember, I'm gonna fuck up his name. The short cop, the sheriff.
Oh, I remember what you're
I'm
talking
gonna
about.
put it small
Oh, it
now.
started with S.
No, not
Saunders.
Not Saunders.
Not Saunders.
No.
The short
The
cop.
short shit. He was like a also getting sheriff.
Oh,
He was like
Beckinger.
yes, Beckinger. Yes,
Yes.
That dude was a legend
Sergeant
because
Buck.
yeah,
That's what we
Sergeant
call
Buck.
it. That's what we
Yeah.
call it, man.
He told me to fucking jump ship. He said, "Yo, fuck this shit, jump ship, boys." And this unit's gonna be fucked, and like I should have listened to him, but like I had so much pride in us, dude. Like I had pride in us. But we got like what 10 minutes left of this shit, dude. So listen, I just want to say this, dude. You're my fucking brother to the end of the world and beyond that. And I'm glad. Like, look, we didn't even go on my fucking notes, dude. It was just us fucking talking about life, bro. Like, and that means it's real. Like, I wrote, honestly, people like I wrote a whole fucking notebook, and fucking we didn't need to do that because this is family.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, like, whenever you have a hard time, fucking hit me up, bro. I'll be there in a second. This is blood, dude. Like, and anyone out there, if you're going through some tough shit, dude, like, call somebody, bro. Like, we have the suicide hotline right there. Call them.
Vets or not. Anybody.
Vets or not, dude.
Yeah,
fuck it,
no,
dude.
it's anybody. Like you know,
Yeah,
we're talking
dude,
about
like-
a lot of veteran stuff, but like
We all
It's
I know,
anyone, dude.
I know tons of people
Listen-
that are not veterans.
listen,
that
I
are
was
dealing with
gonna-
this. Like, just call and
we'll
call
pick
somebody.
up, dude. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
fucking follow us on Facebook, fucking follow us on Instagram, whatever.
pick somebody
Add us,
and
message
call.
us, fucking hit us up, dude.
It's not worth it. You
Because
matter to
last
somebody.
year, and this goes out to my boy fucking Chris Carroll, God rest his soul. Last year he fucking jumped off the bridge on New Year's Eve, and that kid was the happiest motherfucker I've ever met. He was motivated as fuck, and it breaks my fucking heart that he didn't reach out to any of us boys. And anyone, this show is dedicated to him and any fucking battle buddy or any veteran, all this guy's buddies that fucking lost the battle at home, man. Like, you guys don't understand that it's a fucking tough spot. This fucking world is fucking crazy right now, but there's people that give a fuck, dude. Like, there's people that honestly give a fuck. So with that being said, I'm gonna do my fucking outro because I fucking love you all. This is Jeff Pushman, the man, the myth, the fucking legend. I'm so glad he came out today. And let me read this little piece. And this is my outro. I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in, sharing, etc. I would also like to thank my brother Jeff Pushman for coming out and being able to talk to us. I want anyone to know that if they're going through a tough time, they're not alone. Trust me, I've been there. But you need to know that to enjoy the rainbow, you have to endure the storm. Fuck, I'm already fucking this up. Please reach out to your battles, your friends, at any means. Call them, pick up. Your parents, your siblings, whoever you need to call or reach out to get fucking help. You're not alone. I promise you. Darkest nights bring the brightest stars, so I'll leave you with one of these. And this is Majestic as fuck. God bless you all. Love you. My man, Jeff Pushman.